This is how to earn $1 million in GCI in real estate with no starting budget. Step one, we've got to raise your price point. The way you make big money is you sell big expensive houses and you cash big checks. The only way we do that is we go after luxury sales. You could sell 10 $300,000 homes and make $3 million in volume, which is about 100,000 or so of GCI, or you could sell one $3 million house and make the same amount, and it's a lot less work. So for you, first thing we need to do is bump up that price point. Step one, take your average sales price right now. Let's double it. So if you're averaging $500,000 sales, we need to move that to $1 million. Then take a 3% commission. We need to be charging full commission percentages. So $1 million, 3% commission means you're taking home $30,000 per transaction on average. $1 million divided by 30,000 GCI commission is 34 transactions. That's how many sales you need to make the $1 million mark, which is an average of 3 sales per month at $1 million price point. Step two, go to your MLS and pull a list of all of the expired and canceled listings from the past 10 years. And we're gonna filter that. We're gonna remove everything that is not above your minimum price point. So if your minimum price point is $1 million, take out every single one of those expired and canceled from that list. And here's what you're gonna do. Every single day, you're gonna message 20 of those people and you're gonna send them this very simple text or use this very simple phone script. All you say is, hey, sorry to message you out of the blue on this. Would you be open to selling your property at 123 Coconut Avenue? Devin, Tryan, realtor. Make it clear we're not bait and switching. We're not telling them we have a buyer. All we're asking is, would you be open to selling your property at this address? You're gonna call them, you're gonna text them, you're going to leave voicemails. If somehow you have their email, you're gonna leave them an email. If you do this with 20 people every single day, you're gonna get your first listing pretty quickly. If you're not sure where to get their phone numbers, there's 3 resources. The first one is free. It's called truepeoplesearch.com. You literally put in their name and zip code and it will just give you all of their phone numbers they've ever had. You call them and text them, boom. Second one is Arch Agent. They will give you a 14-day free trial and you just pull the list, you put in the zip code, otherwise it's $70 a month. But the issue with that is you won't get the last 10 years of history. And then the best way is to use Vulcan 7. It's about $300 per month. That's what I typically used to use. I'll put a referral link for it below. And what I like about their service is they give you a lot of phone numbers and it's really accurate, so you have a good chance of getting a hold of the homeowner. A little tip if you want to do it really well, keep a list of everybody that wants to sell but isn't quite ready to list. And this is your off-market seller list. And what you're going to start doing is you meet a lot of these high price point buyers and sellers, they're going to want to buy another house. And so you can tell them, hey, you know, I talked to a lot of other homeowners. I've got a list of maybe 150 sellers that would want to sell. Would you want to sit down and go through it together? Maybe there's something in there that really fits your needs. And that is an easy way to pick up some really luxury, high profile buyers. And I want to throw a little caveat in this. If you're brand new to real estate, you've never done a listing at all, don't focus on the 34 transactions. Focus just on one first appointment. Go through this listing, get your very first appointment, practice and learn. You got to earn before you learn is what I always say. If you do that one really well for that one person and you keep executing at a high level, all the rest will follow. But a mistake I see a lot of new agents make is they try and reach out to 500 or 1,000 or everybody at once, and they go really shallow with a lot of people rather than finding 1 or 2 hot leads and going deep in NBF, new best friend, and just being so close and just amazing for that one client where you really stand out. It will make sure that you get not only their business, but repeat referrals. And I always tell the story of, I answered a Zillow call a couple years back, and he was telling me he was looking for these certain criteria on homes, and then he says a comment about how he needs a 12-foot high clearance of a garage. And I go, Key, that was his name. I was like, you know, that's a tall garage. Why do you need such a tall garage? And he goes, well, I have a boat and I take it out a lot and I want to be able to park it in my garage. And I go, Key, I love boats. What kind of boat you got? And then we spend the next 40 minutes talking about boats, and I'm telling him about my boat and how it's always broken, and he's telling me the same thing. And then a week later, him and I are wakeboarding off of the coast in his boat because new best friend, we hit it off. And when you can do that with these clients where you show up and you just be their new best friend and you're excited to meet them, you will convert so much more business than the agent that just, I don't even know, shows up and says a bunch of words and then asks for a deal and then leaves. It's like, nobody wants that. Don't be that. Be their new best friend. Step 3. Now, once you get your first listing, here's what you're going to do. You're going to get your sellers to type up a letter of recommendation recommending your services to the neighborhood. So let's say you live in Beverly Hills and that's where you want to do business. You're going to get your sellers, we'll call them Cliff and Cleo. They're going to write a letter to all the other Beverly Hills homeowners saying, oh my gosh, neighbor John, I was working with Devin, this agent. He's the most amazing realtor. He's been doing such a fantastic job. I highly recommend him. And you're gonna take that letter and you're gonna print 500 of them. And if you can't afford to print them, you're gonna go to your office manager and beg for 500 free prints. And if they won't do it, you're gonna go to your FedEx and beg for 500. And if they won't do it, you're gonna email me and say, Devin, I need 40 bucks for 500 free prints, and I'll probably send it to you if you ask nice enough. But either way, you need to print 500 of these. And then in that same neighborhood, you're gonna go knock on everybody's door. You're gonna say, hey, my name's Devin. I have something I wanna drop off. It's from your neighbors, Cliff and Cleo. And they go, Cliff and Cleo? Yeah, right over on Banana Way. Oh yeah, Cliff and Cleo. Hey, 2 things. 1, this is their listing. We're about to go live to the market here shortly. It's amazing. So if you know anybody that wants to live in this neighborhood, would you mind passing this along? Oh yeah, sure, why not? Cool, thank you. And then the second thing I have is, this is actually a letter from Cliff and Cleo to you, letting you know they're really sad to be moving out of the neighborhood, but they're also highly recommending my services. And so if, maybe not now, not a big deal, but whether it's a year, 5 years, 50 years, I love my job. If you ever had any thoughts of selling, I'd love to apply for the job. Here's a testimony, okay? I'm Devin, very nice to meet you. And you do this. You call the expireds to get your listing, and then you work the area. And you call the expireds, and you work the area. Step 4, you are going to find the nicest listings in your brokerage or MLS. And you're going to call those brokers, and you're gonna say, Devin, my name is Cliff. I'm a new agent, and I would love to sit your listing at 123 Banana Way. And guess what? They're probably gonna say no because it's a $45 million listing and they would be crazy to let you sit it. But you're gonna ask them if they have anything a little bit cheaper, maybe $4 million. And then you are gonna go so far above and beyond, and you're gonna go watch my open house video wherever it is. And you're gonna learn how to do the best open house of all time. And you're gonna sit an open house for a $1, $2, $3, $5, $10 million listing. And when every buyer walks in, what are you gonna say? You're gonna say, you know what? I have a list of a bunch of off-market listings that are all luxury price points that are homeowners that might wanna sell. Would you be open to checking that out? Maybe I can find something great for you. And now you are working all of the best price point expireds, raising, cashing big checks. You are building your reputation in a specific area, meeting a lot of new homeowners, and you're sitting these open houses. And within 12 months, I guarantee if you do this for 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and you do not let up, you do not cave in, you do not change, and you stay consistent, you will well out-earn any other income you've ever had, and you will probably break past $1 million depending on your price point. If you like this strategy, I need you to do 2 things. 1, let me know in the comments what you like about it and how it worked for you. 2, if you're really trying to grow and take the next steps, I run a company called CMA Everyday that sends home valuations to homeowners on your behalf, and every month you will update them on the value of their home. So when they see their price going up, their net worth increasing, you are the one responsible for it. And so when it's time to sell, or when that price gets to that tipping point, you will be the person they call. If you're interested in that, check it out. Otherwise, thank you.